Hey everyone, it's Kim Angel Dream Crafts, and I am here with a project share. This is something different that I have not really done before, but it's kind of a progression of things that I have been doing. And this is a fabric collage, and you may have seen by the thumbnail what it looks like. It is a mermaid fabric collage, and I'm really pleased with how it came out, but again, it's a bit different than other wall hangings that I've made, but I'm pleased with the outcome. So the base of this collage is two Battenberg doilies, and it's just a loose thread there. Two Battenberg doilies, and you can see all my stitching and things here that I have done. And I used this cute little crochet heart that was sent to me in some happy mail, and I'm sorry, I can't remember if it was Karen or Siobhan. I think it was Karen who sent me that, but if I'm wrong, I'm so sorry. Getting old, memory, you know. And I used this little blue sparkly snippet that I had for the hanger. So let me flip it over and show you what I did. And here it is. So let me share with you what I did. Like I said, I used two Battenberg doilies for the base, and I put some felt in between them, and I started off with this beautiful image of this mermaid holding her little baby mermaid. I just loved the image. I thought it was a very serene image. Excuse me. And I took out some fibers and eyelash trim and a little bit of vintage lace and some netted tulle that I had, and buttons and tiny little seashells and things like that. But before I added the seashells, I started off with just this netting and different fibers, and I started just building a layer around the image, piece by piece by piece, going around. I used some of this really pretty trim here, which is in like a teal color, I want to say. It's more green than blue, this one. And I cut little pieces of it, added it as I was sewing, and I did a zigzag stitch all around, and just added and just kept going around and around till I was happy with how it looked, because I wanted her to look like she was surrounded with all kinds of beautiful things from the ocean, because mermaids love to collect things, shiny objects and things from the ocean. So that's kind of what I wanted to surround her with. I've used like a soft blue lace here, you can see, some white vintage lace, fibers, this netted piece here Lily sent me last year. Hi Lily. And yeah, I just kept adding and going around and around and sewing. And I also actually got ahead of myself there, but I had put this doily on top of the two Battenberg doilies, and it had the matching sort of blue crocheted doilies in here, and I got this in a stack on eBay last year too, and it had blue in it, so I thought that would work to sit on top of it. So I wanted it to be nice and sturdy, so to hang flat on the wall. So after I did that, I started embellishing, like I said, and I added the little seashells all around and the buttons, and then I had some Prima pieces, which is the seahorse here, the seagull here, and the starfish. Those are all Prima resin pieces, so I used those. And then I had a couple of appliques. This one here was one piece, and I've cut it in half to put piece of it down here and a piece of it up here. And then I had this one here that I put along the top here, and I wanted it to sort of give the illusion of this was the sky, and you know, things get a little bit darker as you go down for the ground, but I wanted it to be lighter up here to give the illusion of the sky where the bird was. And then over here I've used this really pretty, it's actually a lace, but I cut one of the flowers off, and I used some dangles and some more fibers here, and I put some pearls on top of the little dangle flowers that are coming down from the flower there. I think that's about it. I had so much fun doing this. It was, it took me a while to just build and build and build on the sewing machine. And what I would recommend if you want to do this is make sure that your stitch setting on your machine is to a wider stitch, because once you start building things up, it is harder to go through, especially when you're going through 3 doilies and felt already, and then you're putting more on top of it. So make sure you've got your tension a bit looser on your machine and your stitch length is a little bigger. And once I adjusted it, it sewed a lot smoother. So that's just a tip for people who want to do that on their machine. I mean, you can certainly do this with hot glue or hand stitching, whatever you like, but I just I've got my machine, so you know, I just use it for that. And I like that not everything is stuck down. You know, it really gives it a lovely sort of 3-dimensional look. So I'm very, very happy with how that came out, and I hope that you like it too. And the link to this wall hanging will be in the description box. It is in my Zibbit shop now, and you can go over and check it out if you like. This is the first time I've made something like this, so I am pleased with it, like I said, but I hope you guys like it too. And I may do a couple more things like this in the future, because like I said, it was a lot of fun. So I hope you guys like it, and I hope you're all having a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.